Jack!
Oh!
How dare you come back here after 15 years? You said you were going out for cigarettes and never returned.
I know, my love, but there's an explanation, I swear.
What possible explanation could you have for abandoning your family?
It's a long, strange story.
It was 2019, and I had just stepped out of the 7-Eleven, eager for a smoke after another rough week at work, when all of a sudden I was pulled into a van by two men in masks who started screaming, "Where's the money? Give us the money!" And I was all like, "What money? I don't know what you're talking about." But I soon realized it was just my old college buddies, Mike and Tim, pulling my annual birthday prank. Tim was all, "You should have seen the look on your face." And Mike was all, "This is our best one yet." We were laughing so much, we didn't see the deer. The car went into a spin, and I was thrown violently into the woods. When I came to, I was lost and disoriented. I walked for 2 days before I came into a clearing, where I stumbled upon some kind of commune. Their leader greeted me, saying, "Ah, a newcomer. Welcome to our humble community, sir." They took me in and fed and clothed me, and all I could think of was, wow, this is just like that Florence Pugh movie. Then one of the other members looked at me and went, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, you know, Midsummer." And he was like, "No, did you say Florence Pugh?" And I was like, "Yeah, Florence Pugh." And he was like, "It's Florence Pugh." And I was like, "No, that's ridiculous. It's not Charlie Puth." And he was like, "They're two different names." And I was like, "It's still English."
This doesn't seem very important to the story.
It's all important. Let me finish. Anyway, that's where I was for a week of the 15 years. But I just couldn't keep that Florence Pugh argument going anymore, so one night I took off. I was hitchhiking when I was picked up by a traveling troupe of clowns. They said they'd take me anywhere I wanted in exchange for performing in 6 of their shows. I seemed to have a knack for it. Whoever thought I could juggle? One of the clowns, Boop Boop, seemed to take a liking to me. And one night, Boop Boop was all over me. I kept having to tell her, "Boop Boop, please, I have a family." And that's when Blimpo barged in and said, "You boycott my Boop Boop!" And I couldn't fight Blimpo, so I ran. And that's where I was for 5 days of the 15 years.
This timeline isn't really adding up.
It'll all make sense, just let me finish. Anyway, I was 2 days out from the clowns when I wandered into an army training exercise. I must have impressed the commanding officer, who gave me a gun and said, "We're taking Tahiti." So I joined the unit and quickly befriended one of their other soldiers, Dennis. One night, Dennis came up to me and said, "Jack, should anything happen to me in Tahiti, I want you to look after my family, okay?" And I looked at him and I said, "I cannot do that for you." Then I punched him in the face and I went AWOL. I wandered through the woods and entered a cave to avoid capture, where I stumbled upon a family of wolves. I thought they were going to eat me, but they shared their food with me, and I became one of the pack. And you know, it was actually really chill. The wolf life was really good for me. I got lots of fresh air, plenty of exercise, ate lots of fresh organic food. I got to know the family. And they were such a lovely, warm bunch. During the day, I'd play catch with the kids, and at night, we'd all go stargazing. It was all just really nice. And suddenly, 14 years blew by. And I remembered, wait, I have a family. So one day, I finally said goodbye. I thanked them for all their hospitality, but explained that it was just time for me to leave.
Wait, like the Jungle Book?
No, it's not like the... Actually, now that you say it, it's exactly like the Jungle Book. Huh. And so I made the final stretch of my journey back home. Turns out I didn't have to go far. The whole time I was right off the road by the Denny's down the street.
And that's how we ended up right here.
Oh, Jack.
Ow!
You expect me to believe that hullabaloo story?
Wait. I kept these. Hoping one day that these would lead me back to you.
Dad? Dad? It's 2034.
Son, it's me. And I promise you both, I'm never going to leave again.
Aww.